Anthony made breakfast for Amber and tried to serve himself for dinner too. Hey cousins, we are back with another skit from the Kountry Wayne Skit universe. The last time we saw these two, Amber came downstairs to a surprising breakfast from Anthony, and before she was able to leave and take care of her day, he asked could he cook dinner for her, and she agreed. So the episode starts off, Anthony's at the stove, he's getting the plates, and he takes them over to Amber, and he says, if you do things that you're supposed to do, then you won't end up doing things that you're not supposed to do. She says, what? What is that supposed to mean? He says, it's like when you're in school. If you come home and do your homework right away, then you have all this time to do other things that you need to do. You don't have to stress out or cram to take a test or anything. So I am doing things that I'm supposed to do. She's like, okay, Anthony, can I get a fork? He goes and gets her a fork. He says, okay, well, I always make my special salmon, but before you taste my salmon, I want you to taste those mashed potatoes because I did something a little extra to them. He says, I let a little oil from my salmon seep into the mashed potatoes. She's like, okay, I'm ready to eat. She says, thank you for dinner, but I will be the judge of that. So she tries the mashed potatoes and he's smiling. He's like, it's good, right? She's like, no, it's okay. He's like, it's okay. She's like, yeah, it's just okay. He says, maybe you didn't take a big enough bite. Try another bite and this time use the back of the fork. He didn't say that, y'all, but this scene cracked me up. I've been laughing for about a minute, but stop playing with me. He says, you don't have to say anything. It's written all over your face. She tells him that his mashed potatoes taste like they were store-bought or like they came from a box. She says, it's okay, Anthony. He says, oh, I'll take that. I always love catering to you. And cooking for you right now brings back good memories. She says, Anthony, this is just dinner. He said, oh, it's just dinner. She says, yes, it's just dinner. That's why I didn't even get dressed. He says, you can get all dressed up and dolled up for the rest of the world. You look beautiful to me no matter what you wear. She says, Anthony, this is just dinner. He says, well, actions speak more louder than words. So now, cousins, we skip to the next scene. Anthony says, you know what, Amber? I never thought that you would lie. She says, what do you mean? He says, you said my mashed potatoes were horrible, but I can't tell by looking at your plate. He said, I made this for you as an olive branch, hoping that you can forgive me, like it's going to be that easy. He says, God forgives. She says, you're right, he does forgive. But Anthony, there is only one God, and I am not him. She said, Anthony, that was nice, but it's time for you to go. He says, I would go, but I got to wash up the dishes and everything. I didn't ask you. I gave you a direct order. You can leave now. Amber couldn't just sleep with Wayne, come back and make her special steak and potato dinner, and it's all good and you forgive her. She says, Anthony, it's late and you could sleep on any couch that you want to, but you cannot sleep in my room. He said, is that so? She says, absolutely. She turns to walk away. He comes up behind her. She says, Anthony, what are you doing? And then they go into this montage of steamy Amber and Anthony moments. They got a little steamy too. He is kissing Amber and Amber is becoming weaker and weaker by the minute. Amber, I told you, don't let him touch your feet, rub your legs, don't get those shoulders, and definitely don't let him kiss your neck. You fell for it. Amber, if you keep letting him come over to sleep on the couch, he's going to be in your bed soon. So she snaps out of it. She says, Anthony, stop. Stop, Anthony. No, you cannot come in here doing this. She said, we had dinner. You can sleep on any couch you want, but I'm going upstairs and you will not be following me. She says, do you understand? He says, I do. She says, what is wrong with you? He's like, you choking me out, please. She says, I'm sorry, but you cannot be doing that. It's not happening, and don't come knocking at my door either. Well, cousins, that has been a Ro Reacts TV recap. Drop your thoughts in the comments and let me know how you really feel. And I'll see you on the next video.